Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Daily Vibes Indie. Today we're gonna solve another competitive problem from LeetCode. It is under the concept of dynamic programming. Name as the edit distance you can find at problem statement 72. It is medium category problem. Before I get started with the coding, I will explain the actually the problem statement mean and what we have to return as output. So we will be given two words, word 1 and word 2, and we have to convert word 1 in word 2 in such a way that we can do three operations. Either we can insert the character. For example, if any character is not present in the string, then we can insert that. That will be the one operation. Second, we can delete the character if it is there and like not there and it is there in the word one, then you can delete that. And third is the replace, like you can replace r with j and j with r, whatever you want to do. So these three operation you can do while doing the comparison or whatever the operation we will be doing. So let's try to understand the problem. Here I just created small overview so it will be easier to understand. Let's see, this is my 2D array. Like whenever we have been given two string and we have to compare each and every character to character, then we will have to compare it using the 2D array, right? That's the only way we can do. There is like many operations we can do while comparison of the string, but I'm going to use the 2D array structure. So how 2D array works, it always start with 0 and end with whatever the size of the string, okay? And here there will be three operation. Delete I'm going to consider at this location. If I'm comparing this string at character at this path, like 1 1, then I will have to do three operations. Like while checking any character matching, I'll check like this three parameter. One is delete, the location will be here. Another one is replace and another one is insert. And also one more parameter to consider here is that there might be the edge case scenario where the string can be empty, right? So we have to consider that parameter while doing this operation. So in my 2D array, what I have been considering is that always start the operation from 1, because our string like array or any string always start with index 0, but here we gonna start with index 1 and 0 will be the empty string. So this is kind of bit different while we do in a usual operation. So 0 will be the empty string comparison. If you compare empty string with empty string, it is matching, then I'm gonna add a 0. Empty string, if I want to convert my, let's see here. So if I'm converting empty string to r, which is the here operation of this path, so 0 1 is matching, that is empty string is matching with r. No, it is not. So I will have to do one delete operation, like one insert operation, sorry, my bad. So I will have to do one operation I. So second time I want to convert my empty string to ro, that will be two insert operations, so there will be two. Third time it is 3, because empty can be only convert with insert operation, right? So similarly I will have to do this way. I mean, for all of the conversion of this empty to this or this any h to empty, right? H to empty, o to empty, r to empty, I will have to do delete this time. So this is also kind of 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this is initial stage of my operation. Let's try to do coding as well alongside, so it will be easier to understand. I will just consider the size in my m. For word 1, length is used to compute the total length of the string. I will insert +1. Why I'm doing +1? Because I'm considering my 0th as a empty string and starting from 1. So whatever the size +1 I will have to do, because here if you see the size of the string is 3, but we have initialized this array to 4, like size 4, 0 to 3 is 4. Then my n will be again word dot length +1. Initially what I have to do, I will just insert 0 1 2 3 to this and this, like first row and first column. Let me do this quickly. Will be m and I plus plus. Then I missed to declare the array. This is my 2D array. I name it as a dist, which is kind of distance, and the size will be m is to n. Okay, and I'll just insert this dist of I, and 0 should be my I, and second time just size n, and dist of 0, and here I should be I. Okay, this is done. Like we have initialized all the column, first column and first row. Now how we can do for this 1 and 1? So my at index 1 it is h, so I want to compare if my h is equal to r. It is not, right? So what I have to do, I will have to see at this 3 path. So if my 0 1, which is string, at like whatever the minimum of these 3, add plus 1 and just place it here. Why I'm doing that? Because I will have to compute the minimum operation I have did so far. Minimum what I have to did, I have did 0 operation, right? So what I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use 0 plus 1 as a 1 will be value here. Why it is so? Let's try to understand that part first. I'm comparing that my h is matching to r or not. It is not matching. So I have computed whatever the minimum I have computed so far. The minimum was empty string, because if I did not do any operation in that case as well, I will have to at least delete, or I have to insert, or something I have to do. So I have, what I did, I just replace this character h to r. This is considered as a replace, right? So I will do one operation. Second time I will just compare it, my h is equal to this 0, like the total string will be ro. It is not that, then I will just compute whatever the minimum of these 3. And what's the index of these 3? It is kind of I minus 1 j, then I minus 1 j minus 1, and third time it is I and j minus 1. Okay, so make sure which is the minimum, just add 2 plus 1 and just place it here. So minimum of these 3 is 1, and I just added 1 to that, that is 2. Again here as well my h is not matching to s, so in that case as well I'm gonna check minimum is 2 and plus 1 until I found anything like whenever the matching case, that time it will be different. Just make sure that if string is not matching, you just have to compare the minimum of these 3 and just place it here. So let's try to do that as well in the coding. Let me try to place the for loop for my 2D structure. So this is kind of actual logic. Okay, this is my j should be lesser than n j. Okay, now I will check if the string is matching. That will be totally different scenario. String dot caret is used to access the string at particular index. So caret of I minus 1. Why I did I minus 1? Because string start with 0th index, but in our case it should start with 1, right? So that's why we are doing. And also we have to initialize this from 1 1, because 0th location we already like computed, and it is already placed in our dist array. So I will do if my word 1 of I minus 1 equal to, so word 1 of I minus 1 equal to word 2 of j minus 1. If it is matching, then it will be different. But just now we understood one part is that if it is not matching, that then what we are doing. Okay, so that's only I'm gonna do here. Int compute the minimum of 3 index. Okay, and those 3 index will be math.min will use to compute the minimum of 2. So I will just give 2 here first, which is I minus 1 and j, and second is dist of I minus 1 and j minus 1. Okay, now after I got minimum of these 2, I will just add it inside, like minimum of these 2, and then add, like compare with one more condition, which is like I and j minus 1, all of the minimum of all three index. So I got that, and I'll just add it to my array. Okay, I of j equal to minimum plus 1. Got it? Now this is computed. Whenever I got something not matching, I have computed. Now what we gonna do in case of matching? So let's try to compute the array quickly. HO is not matching with R. The minimum is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So like, if you still don't understand what we are doing, we are just matching. If my HO is matching with R, no it is not. What I have to do? I have to do one delete operation and one replace operation. So if I deleted this H and if I replace this O with R, then I will get R, right? So this is what I have to do, two operation. Then I will compute H, like O is matching with O, it is matching. Then what I have to do, I have to copy whatever the diagonal it is, as it is I have to paste it in the this current distance, right? So this is one, as it is I have to compute the like copy the diagonal to the current location. Why I did that? Because whatever the minimal, not minimist, I will say whatever the previously computed value, like let's try to compare. I'm matching HO with RO. So if you see, this OO is matching and this location was not matching, and previously what operation I did replace operation, which is kind of H I'm gonna replace with R, and RO is matching with RO, which is I'm gonna say yes, one operation I will need to do. So this is what I did. Whenever something is matching, like if word 1 character is matching with word 2 character, I just have to copy diagonal. That's it, you have to make sure. So let's try to do that. Dist of I and j should be, what's the index of diagonal? It is I minus 1 and j minus 1, right? So this is I minus 1 j minus 1, or this is I minus 1 j minus 1 of this, right? So dist of I minus 1 and j minus 1 will be the here. Now if we computed all of the like whatever the distance or computed value so far, if we computed all these, what will be our answer? Answer will be the last index always, right? Because we have computed and the last index will be the minimest matching operation of the string while doing the conversion. So what I will have to return is dist of, sorry, return dist of I minus, sorry, m minus 1 and n minus 1. Let me try to run this. I hope this should work, but let's see. So okay, there is no error. Cool, our code worked fine. So let's try to do trial at your end as well. If you have any questions or any doubt, feel free to put in the comment. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching the video.